Now we come to the last section, which is sheer poetry. The measure of the subtle music seed, the measure of the subtle music seed, the measure of the subtle music seed. That line itself is so beautiful, so poetic, so sweet, so enchanting. See, all that he was talking for half an hour, it was Beethoven's Ninth Symphony. See, basically, the measure of the subtle music. Well, I will not say Beethoven's Ninth Symphony. It is Super Beethoven's. You can call it a Super Ninth Symphony. You see, the measure of that subtle music. See this how sweet this line is. And metrically is a very simple line. The measure of that subtle music, see, the measure, this is I am, short long. Then measure of short, period. Then that subtle, short long, I am. Then again, subtle muse, again I am. Then again, and I am. So you have got first I am, a period, and then again a remaining three I am, you see, basically. Now, it is that period, the measure of that subtle music, see, the ceasing of the music is as if given by that period, short. It is lowered down, and then again it starts flowing out.
But the nines of Beethoven is not subtle.
Nine?
Nines of Beethoven is not subtle.
Is not?
No. Very powerful.
Yeah, it's powerful.
Exhilarating.
Yeah.
Not subtle at all.
Yeah. No, that is why we are calling it super stupid.
Yeah, but this is not the same. This is subtle music is different.
No, because see what when you are saying is powerful, it is true. It's very powerful, very elaborate, very on a very grand scale. But then what it really lacks is subtle. See, the subtle is something different. Without as if singing, you are expressing something which is very sweet and musical. The subtle part is there, you see. It doesn't have the subtleness.
It's a jubilation.
Yeah. Ninth Symphony, I don't think it is that subtle. Powerful, okay, I agree. But subtle is different. The measure, the subtle music, see. So, and again, see how is music, measure, music, the alliteration of M, and the alliteration of S, subtle, music, seized. See, the alliteration, the sibilant flow is there in the language itself, you see. The measure of the subtle music, see, down with a hurry, swimming, floating laps through unseen worlds and bottomless spaces, first sang like a star the soul of Savitri. He's joyous now, jubilant, absolutely jubilant. The rush is there, joyous rush is there. Down with a hurry, swimming, floating, triple adjective. The lapse is, you see, described by three adjectives. Down with a hurry, swimming, floating, you see, triple adjective, which is very rare in Savitri. There are a few instances of multiple adjectives, triple adjectives, there are few, but this is one of the powerful, sheer joy of expression, you see. Down with a hurry, swimming, floating, lapse. Again, the alliteration of floating, lapse. Through unseen worlds and bottomless spaces, first sang like a star the soul of Savitri. So she is coming down now from above, sang like a star the soul of Savitri, like a star. Now the star is sinking not in the night but in the day. The star is,
Afternoon.
yeah, not in the night, but in the day, the star is sinking. And the poet is able to see the sinking in the day. Through unseen worlds and bottomless spaces forced, sank like a star the soul of Savitri. See again, see the S, sang, star, soul, star. That music continues, you see. That music, it is not really ceased. That subtle music is not really ceased, it's continued, but with a different kind of a joy, you see. Through unseen worlds and bottomless spaces full, sang like a star the soul of Savitri. Amidst the laughter of unearthly life, she heard around her nameless voices cry, triumphing an innumerable sound. So she's coming down and everybody is jubilant. All the residents of different worlds, she's coming and saying now, coming down from unseen world, from the topmost down to the earth, the whole hierarchy of worlds, they are seeing Savitri coming, 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 and they're happy with all those gifts. She's coming with gifts, and they're extremely happy about that. Amidst the laughter of unearthly life, she heard around her nameless voices cry. Now, these are not the voices of only men on earth, but even the gods and the beings in all the subtle worlds. They are crying happily, joyously. Savitri, you have brought a wonderful gift for this creation. Nameless voices cry, triumphing because it had never happened until now. She has brought that thing now. An innumerable sound, a choir of laughing wind to meet her came, a choir of laughing wind. Now it's only not choir angels or musicians, even angels, but even the choir of gods, of great singers, of the heavenly singers, Gandharvas, they are now there to receive her, came to meet her, you see. She bore the burden of infinity and felt the stir of all ethereal space. So she is carrying the burden of infinity. Now, what is the burden of infinity? What is the burden she is carrying? Savitri is carrying infinite. She is carrying the burden of this earthly life shall be the life divine. That is the burden of infinity. And she is carrying that burden with her. And they are happy about it. And felt the stir of ethereal space.